What's up guys, No Look Cook back in the NLC kitchen. Always find that difficult for some reason. Week seven, isn't it? Seven weeks of greatness. Last week, my best effort yet. Had some compliments from both my parents and my uncle. That was nice. So 3 family members getting involved. Make sure if you're watching on Facebook to give it a like, give it a share. Chuck some comments in, let me know what you think, if I'm a complete idiot, and if I need some help, let me know. If you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe. Don't forget you can find all this content from previous weeks on both Facebook and YouTube as well. Quick sponsor time, geotraining.com.au. They've been so great with us over the past 7 weeks. Absolute legends. You can get certified for your next career, working at heights, forklift, working in confined spaces, permits for all the things that you might want to do in your next career over at geotraining.com.au. Check them out, they're legends, some of the nicest people in the biz. All right. Today, in front of me, this is gonna be a bit of a different episode. As you might have noticed in front of me, I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ingredients from the list. Icing sugar, water, hot water, gelatin, egg whites, and vanilla paste. That's obviously not something that you're just gonna eat every day. This is a dessert. This recipe was sent through by Cameras Truly, Joel over there. I believe set me up here. I have no idea what I'm possibly supposed to make. The only direction that I have at the moment is gelatin. Now I think when you make gelatin, I think you're supposed to do, I've done it once or twice, like making airplane jelly. And I think when you make airplane jelly, there's some weird thing where you put in boiling water at first, I think, to dissolve like the crystals, and then maybe you finish with room temperature water to make the required amount. I don't really know. Egg whites, white sugar, icing sugar, I don't know, like a meringue, maybe vanilla meringue. I'm gonna have to commit to something. This isn't the sort of thing I can prep. Normally I say, yep, let's prep, let's get going. That can't happen. There's nothing to prepare except egg whites, which I'll start with. But after that, I've got to make a call. So stay with me, please. It's gonna be a chaotic one, but hopefully we can get something edible at the end of it. We'll see how we go. So I'm gonna start with these egg whites. Okay, let's see, I think, let's go like this. I think you do, I think this is what they do, isn't it? Sort of, we broke the yolk, All right, now that I've got my two egg whites there in the bowl, 2 large egg whites, if you don't mind, I'm gonna suss out this vanilla paste. This does seem quite fancy. Oh, it smells good. Pretty intense. In the process of separating my eggs, I came to the conclusion that I have no idea what I'm supposed to do here. The only thing that I think I'm gonna be able to execute, hopefully, is making the gelatin correctly and hopefully baking this meringue. I think that's what you're supposed to do. I think you bake them. So in any case, I'm gonna preheat the oven to 180, because that's just what we do. Maybe the only other method of doing this is chilling it. When you're dealing with raw egg whites, I think they're gonna have to get cooked at some point. So I'm just gonna start by trying to make this gelatin correctly. Let's preheat the stove and start making some gelatin, I guess. All right, so let's just get this guy in here. I should probably stir this as it goes in. That's gross, get off. Oh, look at this. Oh, this sucks. So, all right, it's starting to thicken. Oh yeah, it is starting to thicken. I'll probably set it aside, take it down here, and we'll add our 1/3 of a cup. Is it gonna be sweet? No, tastes like nothing. That's concerning. It feels like all I've done is just make water. It's not doing anything. Have I already screwed this up? All I've done is just made thick water. Kind of concerning, I don't really know. If I put it in the fridge for a bit, maybe it'll like thicken up, and then, marshmallow meringue. Marshmallow meringue, that sounds fine. People do that, I guess, probably. All right, I'm gonna put this in the fridge. Let's whisk these egg whites and the sugar. Let's take a quick recount. I've got my eggs unwhisked. I've got gelatin, which is sort of just like water in the fridge, hopefully setting. Let's see if we can start getting some action. I'm gonna need a much bigger bowl, aren't I? Okay, vessel transfer. I actually just recently had a head cold. Very reminiscent. I also was a teenage boy not that long ago too. It's a separate thing altogether. Let's add some sugar in. 2 cups, Jesus. There's no way. 2 cups for 2 eggs. Some of that sugar's gotta go on the gelatin, surely. After realizing that there's a lot of sugar in 2 cups, I'm only gonna use 1 of the cups here, and I'm gonna put 1 of the cups in the, I'm gonna have to reheat the gelatin. So we have dissolved our sugar now into the gelatin. I think I was able to get this before it went too far. Yep, sugar, sweet, good. And get this cooled off. Back to the egg whites. Now I need to put in these egg whites. I'm gonna save the other remaining cup of sugar. So let's get another Cup of sugar measured. Let's get another cup of, Jesus. Let's chuck some of the sugar in. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm butchering all of this, no doubt, but I don't know, whatever this is kind of cool. Yeah, it's like sweet toothpaste. All right, I got a feeling here. So sweet. Look at this. What does this remind you of? What does that remind you of? In the comments right now, this isn't a live video, what does that remind you of? That is, to me, looks like what a marshmallow looks like when you overcook it. So I'm going foot down here. I'm pivoting off meringue because this is meringue. What's in there is excess to meringue. It has to be something else. I'm pivoting to marshmallows. I still can't answer the question of how you make marshmallows. I assume they're baked. Does marsh refer to the location of the like, do I have to make them in a marsh? Were these like Dutch to start with? Okay, in the interest of time, and I guess maybe the recipe, I can't wait for that to go from boiling down to cool. We just don't have the resources. So I'm gonna chuck it in its lukewarm temperature. I'm gonna mix the gelatin in with the egg whites. Now I'm gonna go grab that. We're gonna chuck in our vanilla. Let's do it. Okay, this still looks very much the same from when I put it in the fridge, which could be bad, but it could also be okay. So 1 teaspoon of this magic vanilla paste. Let's get a bit of that in there. Now a bit of the gelatin going in. Oh, this is getting really liquidy now. I don't like that. Oh, I feel like I've screwed this up. I feel like I was close to something, but I think I've screwed it up. Oh, this is definitely marshmallows. Because I'm feeling a little bit concerned, but also adventurous, what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna take a small amount of this and I'm actually gonna microwave it and just see what happens. Bang it in. Oh, 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 oppa. Oppa, she rose real quick. Okay. Oh, yo, straight up, we're making marshmallows. Yeah, this is marshmallows. This is 100% marshmallows. I'm a fucking genius. All right, I'm back on. We're back, baby. We're back. Forget all the other shit. Forget the trials and tribulations. We're back. Now I just gotta find out how to put this in a dish. Now I think this is gonna rise quite a lot. And if we end up with a little muffin on top, so be it. That's fine. The hardest question of all, how long and how hard do we cook this thing? We've got the oven on 180. I'm just gonna chuck it in and I'm just gonna watch it and wait for it to get crazy. So let's just do that. Fingers crossed we end up with an edible product and we'll see you on the other side. Maybe. God, oh God. Oh shit.
That's not burning, that's beautiful.
It's toasty. All right, well, I've got my marshmallow in the oven. It's just coming out. It's been baking for 25 minutes, I reckon. It's got a nice golden top on it. I got a really bad feeling that this is not gonna work out, but we have to see and we have to taste. So let's see if I can get this out without reshaping my bones. Oh yeah, red hot sugar. If I push this around, it's still wobbly, like. So let's do a taster now and then we can suss it out tomorrow and see what we've got. I can't get this out of the paper. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna scoop it out, have a little scoop of the ceiling. So let's have a sample of the baked marshmallow without any icing sugar. Oh God, she's quite thick. Oh God.
Oh, look at that.
Oh God. It's like rice pudding.
Yeah, I was like,
it's got a rice pudding vibe.
It tastes like, but not like a good rice pudding.
All right, let's chuck this in the fridge. Let's get it set, hopefully, and hopefully I'll have something to show you tomorrow. As Good Charlotte once said, it's a new day, but we are back in the No Look kitchen. It's been, I don't know, 12 hours? Is that how time works? Since we put the potentially botched marshmallow in the fridge to hopefully turn into marshmallow. Unfortunate news for you all out there. It looks like this, which is not good. Turns out that is not the way you make marshmallow. My first real failure here at No Look Cook. It's a bit disappointing. Let's get it out of the paper and see what it looks like. Oh, Jesus. Oh, this is bad. Oh, this is bad, bad. All right, well, what we're left with is like, if you left a pair of shoes in the sun for like 10 years. Well, there's our marshmallow. And because it is the No Look Cook, I'm gonna give it a taste and see how it goes. Tastes like marshmallow, which is good. Unfortunately, it looks like congealed fat. Bit of a shame. Anyway, massive thanks to geotraining.com.au. They're much better at certifying you for your next career than I am at making marshmallows. They do working at heights, forklifts, confined spaces, everything you need to take your career to the next level. Check them out, geotraining.com.au. And we will see you next week on the next episode of No Look Cook when I make something a lot better than this congealed fat, weird marshmallow organ looking blobs. See you then.